I'm here today to shoot a uni advice video, Alright, boom. So you're going to university, probably don't know what to expect, so you're seeing stuff on the TL, say like, yeah, it's gonna be live, it's gonna be live, it's gonna be live. It's gonna be live if you go Leicester, but it's not always gonna be the same in every university. But there's obviously some realities to uni that you'll need to be aware of, because I kind of wanted to talk as well as just at least cover what you guys actually would love to know, because I know that when I was going to uni I didn't exactly know what to search in terms of answering questions that were specific to me, hence why I'm asking you guys to send me the questions, which I've done on my snap. Okay, so the first question I was asked was, how did you choose your final 5 unis? To be honest, as an African, you choose your unis depending on what your parents choose for you, to a degree, if you have strict African parents. However, for me, it was a thing where I looked on league tables, was specifically for the courses that I wanted to do. That was one of the reasons, or one deciding factor, obviously. How good is the university for your course? Boom. 2, I had to go to university, so it's important to go to open days. It's a bit late now, because if you're starting now, innit, like, it's a bit late. But for those who are not starting, or those who are going to be applying September, yeah, so there's people that's going to be, no, I don't know, since I left school, I've just forgot. To those who are going to be applying soon, visit university, because you know where the right place is for you. So give it a shot. Hold on, this tap is annoying me. Apologies, but you know the right place for you, so make sure you have a feel of the place by going there and actually going to talk to the people, seeing the nature of the place, because vibes are a good thing, because you don't forget you're going to be living there for a year, so you need to be in the right mindset. You need to feel like you're home, even though you haven't lived there yet. You need to feel right. You need to feel right, and the heart knows what the heart wants, what the heart wants. So sometimes we make mistakes, but for me, when I chose my university, I really had to go to the university and see how it was. Then it felt right, and it kind of clicked with me. For me, that's how I kind of narrowed down finding my university. Obviously, of course, which university does have your course in the first place. Look at that. Price, do you want to live at home? Do you want to, move away? Most people want to move away. Yeah, I guess those are really the things that affect choice, I guess. How does first year feel like, and how do you make good friends? First year is a roller coaster of emotions. You cry, you get happy, mental breakdown, all in the midst of people you call friends, and you find out most people are fake. Then you find out some people who you never talk to are the best people for you in your life. So it's a lot. It's a very good experience, and I think it's something that is essential for growth. When I look back at myself and how my mind has changed, in as much as it's just been such a short period of time, it's a crazy growth. This tap is so... hold on. Yeah, in that sense, yeah, it's been mad. How do you make friends? Good friends. I believe that the energy that you give off to people is the energy that you attract. So if you're a good person, you give off good energy, you will attract the same sort of things. You might attract people who are considered as fake at the time, but fake people will fall out in their own time. So just guard your heart, if anything. Tips on how to balance playing at a high level in sport. That requires a lot of time and commitment, and balancing with your studies. To be honest, if you want to be good in your studies, you'll make time for that. And I always say studies are important, because usually these sports have a lifetime. They have a lifespan. Education you can use at any point in your life. So be careful, be mindful of that. High level of performance, like, yeah, if you need to do any of your books, but you still need to do the high level thing, it's a thing where you can sacrifice sleep. There's lots of things, like, you just have to do it. You just have to do it. How much is the homework, and is it better to live at home? No, it's not better to live at home for me. I enjoy living at uni, because you get to go out when you want, come back when you want, no pressure on your back. And for that, like, for a lot of people, it's good for your growth. I mean, a lot of people go through the lows where they become whole. Some people go through the high where... I tried to find something to rhyme with it, but it didn't work in my head. Yeah, it depends. Like, for me, I felt like it was essential, because for me, like, I found God more, because nobody pressured me to do anything. So anything that I looked into was by choice. So anything that I found meant that I would stick with more, because I found that I wasn't forced into anything, which was great. To be honest, your first year is a party, fam. Can't lie. But just make sure that you keep freshers week as freshers week, or freshers month, because to be honest, last year was freshers year, fam. It was very active. I feel like when you get there, when you get lost in the stew, or you taste the stew, you yourself will know how to eventually balance it, because you will learn one lesson. And if you're not serious, you'll catch one fat L. You catch one fat L, and that's how you realize that you need to calm down. You get me? So it's cool. In terms of university accommodation, fam, I feel like it's a thing where I would always say go private. than obviously staying on campus. The reason I say that's because me going private means that I have the opportunity to at least go home to less noise. I can be in the mix, but come home where I can sleep and actually sleep. Where I stayed, me, I can go make noise in your house. We can all go make noise in your house. When it's time to sleep, my house is silent. There's people I know that will do not, yeah, let's go Philbert, let's go this. And a couple of weeks after, they regretted it because it's just, certain places just so active, you don't get to have that private time that you might want. So it depends on you. Look into how your lifestyle is. If you're an extremely social person and your sleep is not that important to you, then my friend, go and collect your student accommodation that's on campus. And that's not non-private, where it's obviously hugely grossly populated by university students alone. Whereas private accommodations can have different audiences. Obviously, it's still university based, but usually they tend to be maybe a little bit. I feel like depends. Some of them are more expensive, some of them are not. But it's filtrated a bit because most people go to halls because they believe halls is the best way to make friends. You can make friends anywhere. Dealing with flatmates that are rude, fam, you're gonna have to be a savage in university. You're gonna have to be a savage. If someone disrespects you, innit, patting it. Like, bro, don't touch my milk. To touch your milk, you gotta put some lactose in there. Get me? Straight like that. Like, can't have nobody mock you, fam. Like, get me? If anyone steals your food, you spit in their food, fam. And I'm joking. No, I don't do that, obviously. I gotta promote positivity here. But for real, don't let nobody walk over you, because it's a thing where people will walk over you. So yeah, like, just take time in it. How do you manage learning independently, doing things by yourself? I feel like it's a thing that you have to find. I will say, like, when you get to university, find your niche. So find what you're good at and or how you learn best. Find out how you learn best. Because when you know how to work, when you know how your mind works, you know, some people learn in color, some people learn by speaking, some people learn visually. That might not even be color. Some people learn by touch, some people just cram. Learn what works best for you, and then be productively efficient. You know, there's no point trying to flip in, read and cram all these books when your mind is a mind where you work with highlighters and highlighting the paper. Do you know what I'm saying? So do a lot of trial and error and learn what's best for you. You feel me? Learn what's best for you. Getting into a relationship before uni, I'm not gonna lie, it's a huge risk. Just because it's a new environment. Usually it comes with a sort of expectation of freedom and I guess an urge to find out and uncover mysteries. Man, them basically, you go there, you want to find want to find the babes, you know, you want to see a wagwan. Man, them who want to go pipe, they go pipe. Guy them who want to go rad, they go rad. You get me? So it's a thing where it's a bit risky because it's a place full of people who might have possibly been experiencing freedom for the first time. So that in itself is a bit daunting if you were in a relationship. However, to be honest, if your relationship is strong, then it can run. I don't see it's not that deep. You and your girl can go wine together, go party together. It's not a problem. That whatever makes you happy. However, there's a lot of relationships that do take a break, and that's just because, truth be told, if you're a baby boy at heart and you've settled down, but now you want to go taste. You know what I'm saying? You want to dip toe in the ocean. When you're at uni, you'll find it hard to be loyal to your girl, so you might as well just cut it off. So it's a thing where if you find out that your man's chopped it off in it just before uni, take it as a compliment. He might still love you, it's just he knows. You know what I'm saying? When you dip bread in stew, it's a mad combo. Uni is stew, your man is the bread. You get me? How did you handle uni stress from your parents? Not gonna lie, it's as easy as ignoring the phone calls. They're not there, right? But don't do that. Communicate with your parents. It's important. But I don't know, like my parents used to call me all the time. Oh, I dreamt that this happened to you. I've dreamt this. So that was giving me a lot of mental stress. But usually, my parents didn't call me. We didn't talk a lot. To be honest, like, I did my thing in uni. They did their thing. You get me? So simple as that. I didn't really get stressed. Do's and don'ts in uni. Yes, do's and don'ts in uni. Don't go throw your leg around. You catch STD. STD is real. Girls, boys, both get STD. The impact that will have on you both are totally different. So don't go and fall into the trap of hurting yourself because of one guy. Girls, listen, it's not worth it. Take time. Man them. It's okay. It's only a wine. I see too many dons, catch feelings and start grabbing up the girl in the club because they gave you one good wine. Bro, you don't own the girl. Relax. I see a lot of man them grab people up, and I find it a little bit like, whoa, like, chill, like, you shouldn't even be pulling somebody like that. That's harassment. Man them don't do that. Just take time. and learn what's best for you, and learn what to put yourself in the right environment. Don't compromise yourself for anybody. I honestly, just don't compromise yourself for anybody, because those people fade away like that. That's what uni's like. You think, yeah, that's my G, that's my G, that's my... Then one day they snake you just like that. I learned this the best way. I'm a type of person that trusts people very easily. So I know, and obviously in recent experiences, I learned, yeah, people will snake you like that, but then they'll come back. So be wary of that. What's your overall experience on DMU? In terms of education experience. So this is for the students specifically to the university I went to, which is DMU, i.e. the UK. So if you're not outside the UK, apologies, but it might be useful just to listen. Yeah, so a lot of people think that DMU is a trash university. It's not, and you'd be silly to think the institution you go to is the only reason for your attainment. It's not just about the institution, it's about what you do in the institution. You can go to any university if you were able to just utilize opportunities properly. That is the best thing. A lot of people say that, oh, that $9 grand isn't worth it. I will be honest with you, $9 grand, the 9K that I would have to pay for university was worth it for me every single dime. Because when I say I maximized opportunity so madly, I did everything. I reached out to my vice chancellor. I had meetings with my vice chancellor. Me and my vice chancellor talked on a regular. You know, he knows me by name. I create ideas. I was inspired. I was inspiring. I was putting myself in positions and taking opportunities. For me, I became a much better person and a more valuable person from just an experience. So it was worth it for me, especially it being DMU, because the teaching experience was really good. They treat you like humans, not just a statistic or a number. It wasn't all about, I guess, the money. A lot of people know because of my story, they think, yes, DMU were harsh for the way they asked for the money. It's true, but you have to remember that the university is split into the financial side and obviously the side that care about you. I want to kind of shed some light to that. The VC would have loved to help me. We were speaking in the DMs, but he was already fighting for Article 26 in Europe, whilst the university was simultaneously kicking me out. And that was the financial department. So what I'm trying to say is, for me, the university weren't on my back just for the money all the time. In as much as obviously that's what happened in the end. But I felt like I was actually cared about. It wasn't just about me just bringing £9,000 to them as a body for them to give me education. It wasn't just, this is it, bam. It was more than just... I felt like there was a rapport with my lecturers and there was a rapport in general, which was great. What would you do differently if you could go to uni? I wouldn't do anything differently. I think you need to live your life in your head with cautiousness when you go to uni. However, do what you feel like doing, because the lessons you'll learn will stay with you for life in such a space. I don't think there's anything that I didn't do in terms of opportunities and take. Like, I put myself in the right places. I lacked sleep. I overslept. I missed lectures. I went to lectures. I did all I felt like doing and I was happy with it. So just take it easy. Just don't hurt yourself. Let's talk mental health. Mental health, and I'm gonna end the video right here. Mental health. Student mental health. It is important. It's so important to listen. Like, listen now. It's so important to understand mental health. In university, it's a place where, you know, you get sucked into excitement. However, the reality of certain situations might still exist and endure through all this excitement. And we tend sometimes to forget to sometimes take a hot second to reflect and slow down. And university, it's a very full-on experience. So sometimes we forget to really look at our mental health and the progress we make daily. So it's important to know where you stand mentally. And it's obviously not so easy to measure because it's not something that you can really quantify. However, there's signs and things you can learn to pick up on so that you kind of have a clearer idea of, is this a sign of this? Do I need to go check out this? Because too many people die in university and you wouldn't know. It's a fact. Like, I know of people who have died in university. It's sad because university it's a lonely place in as much as there's so many people around. Learn to communicate with your friends. I can't express how important it is to get things from in here or in here outside. There's a power in expressing yourself. Express yourself. Speak on things. Speak it out. We have the ability to use words because we can speak things out. There's an emotional transfer of energy. Speak it out, and learn the science. If you're in university and you find yourself sleeping these long hours and life seems to be very mellow, go to a doctor, speak to someone, go to a doctor's, pray about it, because those there are signs of depression where you're in a mellow state of mind. and you tend to be sleeping a lot more than usual. You know, you spend a lot of time asleep or laying down, procrastinating. Those are signs of depression, scientifically, but obviously with more scientific words. So always keep one person in the know of your whereabouts as well as your how you feel. If you feel sad, talk to a friend. Find one person where you express everything, because too many people go and end up a statistic because of depression. And my guys, males, boys, we need to stop thinking we can't talk to our guys or talk to girls or talk to anybody. Man them, 78% of man them commit suicide. More males suffer from suicide than are accounted for or are understood. And that's just because males, we don't choose to express ourselves as well as we should. Don't be scared to express yourself to a friend, especially if you're a guy. Everybody please do, but guys, we need to break the mold and understand that we can express ourselves, and it's fine, because as a student you don't want to, like, it's crazy, it's a crazy environment. You learn so much about yourself in a short period of time that life hits you hard. So like, we need to understand your mental health and know how to take care of it, you know. And if you're in a situation, see a doctor, you know what I'm saying. Yes, I'm gonna end the video there, because it's an extremely long video. But yeah, I just wanted to cover a few things. I've tried to answer a couple questions to cover what I was feeling. I don't really like to plan videos too much, because I just want to stick with them, to be honest with you. Like this video, share this with a friend, share this with someone who's going to university. Click the notification ting, ding, and notified when I drop a video. Notified when I drop a video. So guys, I'll catch you later. Please, mental health important. University, don't lose it. All right, boom. Love, guys.